Air quality experts from both the state and federal government say pollution problems are increasing in all areas of North Carolina, both urban and rural. From industrial emissions to car exhaust, North Carolinians breathe air that is becoming more polluted. And as Dr. Tom Linden reports, for the state's poor, air pollution is a special problem since many industries that pollute the air locate near where they live.
For North Carolina hog farmers, this is the sound of money. But for Duplin County resident Elsie Herring, the hog industry poses a daily nuisance. Herring lives next to a facility that houses 1,200 hogs. The smell of hog waste lingers in the air whenever the wind blows.
It's not like you're smelling the odor traveling on the air or the wind. This is being dumped right in your yard. You're breathing it in.
Next door to Herring's house is a hog operation owned by Duplin County farmer Major Murray. Herring's mother, Beulah, lives just 10 yards away from the spraying, which worsens her existing breathing problems and keeps the 99-year-old woman inside.
She can't open the windows to her house because the spray, if it doesn't come in, the smell will come in. She can't sit on her front porch. She can't sit on the picnic table. She can't come outside. She can't do anything but be held prisoner in her own house on land that she's been living on for 99 years.
Hog farmer Murray declined our request to respond to Herring's claims, but UNC public health experts say a single hog farm contains several sources of air pollution. And spray fields like the one next to Herring's house are dumping grounds for all these substances. Herring is just one of thousands of the state's poor who deal with air pollution daily. In this map of North Carolina, red indicates areas with the highest rates of poverty. In this second picture, each yellow dot indicates a large hog operation. When you combine the two, there's considerable overlap.
It's clear that in many cases, these communities have been targeted because it's felt that they don't have political power or a history of opposing local land uses, and they're seen as easy targets.
Epidemiologist Wing says people living near big hog farms breathe in potentially dangerous fumes from both spray fields and animal cesspools.
It is clear that the wastes that are sprayed on the fields pose serious health risks. They carry a number of bacteria and viruses, other pathogens.
In addition to infectious agents, public health experts say 3 groups of hog farm pollutants present the biggest threats: nitrogen oxides, volatile organic compounds, and particulate matter, which are microscopic bits of pollution. Breathing nitrogen oxides can lead to respiratory diseases like asthma, and volatile organic compounds and particulate matter can cause bronchitis and irritate eyes and airways. The North Carolina Pork Council says studies on air pollution from hog farms are as yet inconclusive. In a written statement, the council said, while there is very limited scientific data on potential air emissions from agriculture at this time, we hope that ongoing research efforts will give both pork producers and their neighbors a better understanding of the issue in the future. Thanks to the latest technologies, some hog farms already are cutting the amount of noxious fumes released. Take this model farm near Zebulon. The buildings you see house more than 3,000 hogs, which produce about as much waste as an average small city. And all of that waste is channeled into this covered lagoon. Now, the wonder is that the gases from this lagoon are captured and turned into electricity for the farm. But because of cost, most hog farms don't use these newer technologies, which means more air pollution for people who live nearby. Hogs are big business in Duplin County, which produces more pork than any other county in the country. Here in Duplin County, hogs outnumber people 55 to 1. That's more than 2 million hogs, which make nearly 4 million tons of waste per year, says the advocacy group Environmental Defense. So when Herring is fighting for her right to clean air, she's up against powerful economic interests. It's not just hog farms that cluster in poor areas. Industries that burn fossil fuels and release various toxins also locate in the same places. Pollution from these plants includes many of the same substances like nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds that come from hog farms. But industrial plants release other chemicals as well, including sulfur oxides, which are also found in car exhaust. Sulfur oxides can cause respiratory diseases like asthma and bronchitis. Two cancer-causing chemicals, formaldehyde and arsenic, are also released as industrial plants burn various fuels. Along one stretch of road that skirts the poor community of Moncure in Chatham County, several plants produce everything from pressboard to power.
The most one we're concerned about is the CP&L, the coal-fired plant, and basically all of them in here. We got Willamette, Sierra Pine, Nestle Wrestling, Honeywell, all of them.
CP&L and Progress Energy spokesman Keith Poston says his company doesn't target poor communities when siting plants. He says the company is introducing new technologies to reduce air pollution.
But the fact remains that as long as you burn fossil fuels, which is really part of the backbone of our electric generating system in the country, you're going to have some emissions. We're just trying to do it better and cleaner than we've ever done it before.
But according to epidemiologist Wing, industries must make bigger changes to protect the health of the poor who live nearby. And until then, Harold Taylor, Elsie Herring, and others like them around the state will have to fight for fresh air.
I personally don't have a problem with it being a way of life for people around here, farmers, but I don't think it should be coming into people's homes. I don't think it should be in people's air and people's water. I think that's wrong. I think that's grossly wrong.